about to take my top off.
Shit, waar waren we gebleven?
We hebben patat of friet.
Jij antwoordde juist over de layout.
Ja, dat is waar.
Layout. Eerste ervaring van het toernooi.
Yeah, we are live now again, huh? I think people can hear us. I'm gonna do a sound check. Yeah, it takes a while. Okay, guys. Yeah, Dutch internet, I presume. I'm not sure.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, coronavirus virus entered Holland, so everything's kind of broken, I guess.
Echo.
Yeah. Echo?
Mic check. Oh, gone.
Is there really a big echo, or is it the room? Because I'm not sure.
No echo.
Ah. Okay. I think we left off at you telling about the new field layout.
Yeah,
and what
let's
you
start from the
experienced.
beginning. Oh yeah, we were at flag height. Well, we didn't. Wat niet goed?
What?
Nee, latest tournament, daar ging het over.
Ja. Maar we waren het laatste. What happened on the latest tournament? The field, the new field layout. What
Yeah,
happened
okay.
there?
Well, we were training on the new flag height. We didn't know what the height would be, so that was really difficult. Because we had to guesstimate the height, and we thought it would be lower. And the plexiglass was a cover at first, so we thought we could use it as a cover as such, and then we discovered that it's totally useless at that, but it was a real advantage to have someone there as a communication platform. So that was really something we had to discover on the spot, and day two we adjusted accordingly. What they wanted was a real hassle to check what worked for us. So we dropped a few points just trying to get around the new tactics and having our field play adjusted accordingly. So that was really interesting, but it was very different if you compare it to last year, where everything was very defensive and you could just wait it out, and now most games would be done in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we had to push really fast if early in the game. And it was real difficult to adjust to if you compare it to last year, because you're just experiencing it at spot, the new layout. So yeah, that for us it's points to work on for the second event, where we're training every week just to keep up with the new changes and the new points adjustments. That flag isn't the epicenter more of the play. So yeah,
that's for later, because we'll come back to it. But you touched on a bridge here. You made a bridge for me. Thank you, because the new feature, the plexiglass that we have in the field. How did you experience it, and did you use it at all? Did you focus on the plexiglass?
At start of the tournament, we didn't focus on the plexiglass because for us it was the first tournament we really participated. But second day, our player who played at the U side and the plexiglass, he really used it in our advantage for looking where the other team is, to communicate. Also, because the really bright flashlight on his gun, he used it to blind the opponents, and sometimes it worked really well. Sometimes it was just more distraction. So we used it, and we're gonna be probably using it in the future more.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice to hear. Tyson,
Yo.
Did you get blinded by a flashlight through the plexiglass?
Nothing blinds me, Jimmy. Nothing blinds me. No, the plexiglass, it's an interesting barricade. It's a very interesting barricade, and I think it's yet to be fully utilized by any team. I know S2N, they had Rebel in there who was doing a good job, and I think, if you neutralize it, then that player gets stuck. So yeah, I think we're yet to really see what can be done with it. I'm quite excited to see what happens over the next couple of events, to see what people do, how they improve it. And like mentioned there, it's good for communication, good for relaying where people are.
Yeah.
But I think there can be a lot more done there, and I'm interested to see what people do. And then obviously the counter to that, how people stop people using it. Do you know what I mean? Like the full spectrum of using it and then preventing teams from using it. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with it.
Okay, yeah. It's nice to see, because I noticed as well in the box there Indeed, like S2N is using the box. I saw some other teams. I think Reapers and Legion itself. I think Legion. It was Ninth Legion though more often.
Possibly ninth leading.
Yeah, yeah. But what happened there as well is when you put a player there, he's stuck.
Yeah, he
Ah,
sacrificed more or
he's
less.
sacrificed slash okay, good knowledge, and he can look for you, but he's almost sacrificed. Well, do you think that's true?
Yeah, it's difficult because you're putting yourself in a position where everybody can see you, but you can see everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that you're pulling the aggro.
Yeah,
Everyone's focusing at you. So I think because there is that platform, it's a T-shape. You can't really just dive away from it because you can make the dive to towers really easily.
Mhm.
It's a difficult spot to get to, but also to get out of. So it's more or less of a
Yeah,
sacrifice
so-
if you don't use it correctly. If you don't use it to your advantage, then you're just making a sacrifice for nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really difficult to count it into your play if you would want to use it or not. That totally depends on
Yeah.
the team's communication capability.
That's the point I wanted to stress. Actually, it's really about communications. Because if you're there and you're not communicating, then it's no point going
Yeah,
towards the
that's
plexiglass.
right.
That's no point. We're gonna move on to the next one because that's a big. It was a big eye opener, not only eye opener, but it changed the game, and that's the flag. The flag, how it's hanging. So it's hanging high. Can you reach it?
Yeah, I can reach it.
You can just
barely.
reach it. Tyson, did you reach for the flag?
Yeah, I got the flag once or twice.
I don't believe you, man.
Yeah,
But,
you did. I know you did. I was one hand shooting. Remember? Pow, pow, pow.
No, but it changed the game. You know, the flag, it changed the game. Did you experience that at all? Like, for example, I know from last season, it was more defenses. Huh? You talked about it. You touched up a little bit on that. Now it was more like, okay, get that flag because that 50 points, it's needed.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is. And I just like, what are your opinions on that, Tyson?
Whew.
Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing?
Yes and no. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I think it needs a little bit of reworking. The way we looked at it is you can grab that flag,
Mm-hmm.
you can take one kill, and then you win the round. So you
Yeah.
win on points regardless. For me, that doesn't paint a full picture of what happens in a round. So, for example, what some of the changes that we've thought about, or maybe proposed to Bert to have a little think about, is keep the flag points 50 if you grab it and you hang it. Maybe the flag's only worth 25 if you grab it and you all get shot out and the other team hangs. You see what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
grabbing
yeah.
that flag, getting that one kill, that doesn't justify a team winning a round.
No, indeed. Well, there's something, you know, like when we are finished with these questions, Bert is gonna come in, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the rules that are going to be changed for the next tournament. So we might come back to you with that.
Yeah, it's just my idea. It's
Yeah.
just a thought. For me, getting that flag flag grab. Yeah, it's a big play and it should be rewarded. But if a team can still best you, I think there needs to be some kind of balance.
Yeah, it's a thin line as well. It's hard to find that balance because I think it's the same for Magflip and for Terra Knights and for every other team there. It was a bit of like, okay, we need those 50 points. And the second round,
Yeah.
if you didn't get the first round, you needed that flag grab, else it was over. But it's also a tactical game as well. So you have to play how many rounds did you play? Like how many games? Was it
8 or something?
Was it 10?
There's two.
Yeah.
No, I mean like how many games did you play during the 2 days?
13, wasn't it? 13.
Yeah, 13 games.
Not including the finals.
Yeah, not including your finals. So actually it's a bit more tactical thinking, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you're playing a strong team and you're thinking, okay, we're not going to get the flag grabs, but we're going to try to get more points by scoring dead people so we can get some points because we need them on the end of the road. So it's more tactical thinking.
Yeah,
What do you think?
our play was more focused on getting that grab because we know we're not at that high level to get all the flag hangs all the time.
Mhm.
So we wanted to get the flag grabs. If only the flag grabs and 1 or 2 kills, that would be fine. So we had
That wins you the
three
round.
flag
Flag,
runners.
Yeah,
flag runner
yeah.
on
We
two
had,
kills
we had
wins.
the primary flag runner, then I was the second at first, and then we had a third as reserve. But
Yeah.
we were focusing just getting the grab, and then whatever happens next is fine. But yeah, even that is really hard. But if everyone focuses just on the flag, and we were surprised that most teams didn't go for the flag at
Yeah.
first,
Mhm.
and we were going at it every time. Every time
Yeah.
we were going for it first.
So that was your goal. Your goal was really, you decided that like every time we're going for it.
Yeah, just winning on points, not so much
Yeah.
the match.
Was that the same for Terranites? Did you
No,
See,
no.
so explain what was different.
Our focus was more from the breakouts itself. One of the our players, back players, gonna fixate on the runner to shoot him out. So he
Yeah,
can
so
have-
you
can-
want to eliminate
yes.
their runner.
And our runner was doing the 1-2 steps, first cover and then pass. For
Yeah,
flag.
yeah.
Oh,
See, so it's nice to see see the difference.
Yeah, there's different.
And I think, I don't know about Legion, how they, because like, did you also have a tactic like going for it every time, or did you more like, have a relaxed approach, Tyson?
Saturday, no, there wasn't really much approach. We pretty much played our kind of control the field, feel it out. Sunday, we definitely noticed that we needed to start getting the flag more. So yeah, we switched it on the Sunday and started pushing for that flag off the break.
Yeah.
We
Or just controlling it as well. Like if you could prevent the team from reaching it, like we did with TRS. Like our goal there wasn't to shoot anyone in particular apart from Rex. Like Rex was our main target, so all guns were focused on Rex and eliminate the other team's threat, and then we've got the experience to then try and control the field from there on, that point on.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, we have two teams, MacFlip 1 and 2, and MacFlip 1 was just going for the flag. That's it. And MacFlip 2 was having the flag at mid game or something. So, but we had almost exactly the same points. So it's funny to see that whatever approach you take, we ended up almost the same. So
points.
that's funny.
Yeah, it's nice to know. I didn't notice that actually.
Yeah.
I noticed MacFlip 2 had a really good first day.
Yeah, they did it really well on the first and second, and that balanced the points out.
Yeah.
And we had a very bad first day, and we evened it out by doing it well on the second day. But in the end, and that's what matters. We almost had break even at points.
Yeah. That's nice to hear. Guys, I'm gonna move over to the next points because I noticed it. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the use of the high kappa, the use of the handgun, was, in my opinion, was higher. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's more of an offensive play, so it's more logical to use more high kappas if you're going to push in those small corners because there are more objects. So it's fun to see that there are more high kappas. But in our team we had two high kappas, and we broke them all because whatever you're doing there, it's more use intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Those guns are really fragile because they move a lot, moving parts. We broke 4 high kappas or 5
Really?
high kappas in 1 weekend. So that was really hard for us because we didn't use them that much in the first. If you use them for flag running, you shoot a few rounds, but you're just running mostly. And now they're using it, and I see some teams using it as a polar side. They're just blasting off those M4 adapters, and that's really interesting to see how high caps are playing a more major role now.
Okay.
In contrast to rifles that just are only suppressing, high caps are now a really big threat.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
Do you have high kappa players in Terra Knights?
Yes. Myself play sometimes with the high kappa. Depends on my position during the match, and our runner Speedy.
Speedy also uses a high kappa. Tyson, actually, do you guys use high kappas?
Not this season. I think there's a couple of points we tried it, but no, we stuck with the trusty suppressing platform and.
Yeah. Because also the Euro tactics, of course. Those high kappas that broke probably aren't monk. No,
they're not. Indeed, and
that's a nasty plug there. That's a nasty plug.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah, all our rifle players from MacFlip 1 used the Euro tactics, and none of them broke. So it's a really good product, and it really changed how we played. I'm now running for flag with an M4, and because I am using one of those Euro tactics, it's basically a paintball gun. It's more versatile, more mobile because I'm not wearing a backpack or a line, so I can do it now without a line.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice product. A lot of teams are coming up with different versions, but Monk is really dominating that market right now.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see. Do you have a Euro Tactics build?
No,
You don't?
but they're gonna be
You want
one
one?
in future. One of our players already ordered it. I think.
Okay.
I'm not 1% sure, but
Okay. Tyson, actually, I don't know what do you guys use actually?
We just made them out of lollipop sticks and bubble gum.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But they did all right. They did all right.
It did all right.
None of them broke.
Yeah.
We can't
What?
afford all these things. The traveling we're doing, the training we're doing.
I saw
We can't
something
afford
break.
huge-
I saw something break
Oh,
really hard.
That was a whole gun.
Yeah. Okay.
The adapter was totally fine. It was the gun that broke.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they do look nice, Euro Tactics, I have to say. Rashid's done a really nice job on them. Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we just use a 3D printed clamp, sorry. Does the job, you know what I mean? Sits really nice.
Yep.
And it worked for us perfectly.
okay. Let's see. I have like this is a question. I think I maybe asked it in the other like stream, but I want to know your opinion about it because you're here. Tyson is here. Paper